Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something super important, how to achieve your goals. Whether you're aiming to start a business, get in shape, or improve yourself in any way, we all have things that we want to achieve. But how do we actually make that happen? That's exactly what I'm going to help you with today. So stick around for the 5 things that you absolutely need to have and need to do in order to achieve your goals. Let's dive in. So the first thing you need to do is to clearly define your goal. It might sound obvious, but too many people fail before they even get started because they fail to do this one simple step. If your goal is something like, I want to be successful or I want to be happy, you're setting yourself up for failure. Your goal needs to be specific and measurable. For example, instead of saying I want to lose weight, say something like I want to lose 10 kilograms in the next 3 months by attending the gym 3 times a week and following a meal plan. So guys, as you know, I'm a left leg amputee. Now one of the things that I used to do when I was dancing or when I was doing martial arts is that I would give myself clearly defined steps to achieve those goals. So for example, in dancing, you'd have certain levels within salsa or ballroom or whatever dance I was doing at the time, and I'd give myself goals to achieve. So okay, I wanted to pass my intermediate 1 within 3 months, or I wanted to achieve my next gold star in ballroom by December 31. So I'd give myself actionable goals and give myself time frames to work to. So this leads on to our second step, which is to break it down into actionable steps. So as we know, step 1, develop or set our main goal, okay, and to really clearly articulate what that goal is. Step 2 is to break it down into bite-sized pieces. So you're not saying you want to be champion of the world by the end of the year. You're saying, okay, well, in order to get to this step, I need to do X, Y, and Z. And it stops you from getting overwhelmed with the number of different, with the overall picture. So you might say, and I used to do this all the time when I was choreographing a dance or whatnot, you've got, say, 3 minutes that you have to choreograph by within 3 months, for example. So you break it down into, okay, well, I need to do a minute. I need to be at the minute mark by the end of this month, 2-minute mark by this month, 3-minute mark by this month, and I need to give X amount of time to actually to tidy things up and to make it all flow. So that gives me a structure and a plan to follow, so that I don't get to the 3-month mark and get overwhelmed with how much I still have to do. Another example is the Paralympics that have just gone on in Paris. Yes, most of those Paralympians probably thought at an early age, I want to be a Paralympian or I want to be an Olympian. But I dare say they would have had to plan out their journey to that goal. It's not just a matter of going, okay, I want to be a Paralympian, and then the next week turning up at the Paralympics. Okay, you've got goals. You have to go from, okay, well, from here I'm going to work towards the state titles. After that, I'm going to work towards the nationals and becoming a national champion. After that, I'm going to work on my international meets, leading all the way up to culminating in a Paralympics berth. So you've got to break it up into those manageable chunks. Step 3 is probably one of the main areas where people consistently fail, and that is to stay consistent. It's so easy to go to the gym, for example, on in the first week of January. It's a lot harder to stay consistent and still be going to the gym 3 months later or 6 months later. Staying consistent is absolutely vital to ensuring your success in whatever you decide to focus on. The other area of this, which is so important as well, is to track your progress. So although you need to stay consistent, you also need to be making progress towards your overall goals. So it's fine to be going to the gym for 6 months of the year, but if you haven't actually achieved anything in that 6 months, then what was the point? So step number 4 is to stay adaptable and to embrace failure. Now, we don't really talk about this enough, but it's probably one of the most important steps. The path to achieving your goals is rarely in a straight line. You're going to face obstacles and you are going to mess up. That's okay. What matters is how you respond. Sometimes the plan that you made won't work and you will need to adjust. That's not a sign of failure, it's just a part of the process. Learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward. Remember, slow progress is still progress. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Set daily or weekly goals to help you maintain steady progress. Each small victory gives you momentum to keep moving forward. Remember the SMART method. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It's easier to hit a target when you can actually see it. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it. So when things don't go your way, take a deep breath, regroup, and keep pushing forward. And the last step is to surround yourself with the right people. Your environment plays a massive role in your success. If you're hanging out with people who constantly doubt you or aren't motivated, it's going to rub off on you. On the flip side, if you surround yourself with positive, driven, and supportive people, they'll lift you up when you're down. It's all about creating that circle of influence which pushes you towards your goal. Whether it's a mentor or a friend or a community of like-minded individuals, having people who believe in you can make all the difference. So I didn't include this step as one of the 5 steps because I think it should be a given, but it's often not. And I feel like I am equipped to answer this question or to provide advice on this question because as a left leg amputee, I have at times had doubters that don't believe I can achieve what I want to achieve. And that is that you really have to develop a mindset of your view is the only view that matters. And by that, I don't mean to be mean about it or cruel to people that, to your friends and family and stuff like that. But you are going to get discouraged at times. But if you have that absolute belief that you can achieve whatever you put your mind to, and you're not willing to listen to the haters or whatnot that say that, oh yeah, you're disabled or you haven't got any money or you this, that and the other, so you'll never get to where you want to get to. If you haven't got that absolute belief, you're going to find it very difficult when you do come to those hard times, because they will happen. It's just a part of the journey. You have to believe in yourself. And Look, it's great if other people are along for the ride and believe in you 100% as well. But you can't just rely on that. You've got to have that absolute belief that you can achieve whatever you want to get, whatever you want to achieve. So whether that be sport, whether that be business, whether it be family, it doesn't matter. Okay, as a left leg amputee, with my martial arts, I became a 2nd degree black belt. Okay, was it easy? No, honestly, at times I had to work 3 times harder than most in the dojo. But was it worth it? Absolutely. Okay, as a dancer, like I always remember that the the mother of my dance instructor when I first started dancing said that I looked like a cat on a hot tin roof when I first started. I must admit I did look a bit that way, but if I let that get to me, do you think I would have gone on to become a top instructor and a performer who performed in front of 3,000-4,000 people? Probably not. You've got to just look after yourself. You've got to have that absolute belief that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. All right, so there you have it. The 5 things you need to do to achieve your goals. Just to recap, define your goal clearly. Break it down into actionable steps. Stay consistent and track your progress. Stay adaptable and embrace failure. And surround yourself with the right people. Remember, achieving your goals isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Take it one step at a time and you will get there. If this video has helped you out, by all means hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. Also, if you feel inclined, leave a comment. I'd love to hear about the goals that you're working towards, and I'll try and reply to all the comments. Thanks for watching all, and I'll see you in the next one.